So this is one of those posts that I hope goes viral, but only because I need help, okay? My husband has been searching for the perfect pillow for the last 20 years. He had brain surgery in 2005. My husband lives with a condition. He was injured in the military on active duty. And long story short, after the accident and the symptoms he was having, they gave him an MRI and they saw that the cerebellum, the lower part of his brain, was compact inside of his spinal canal. So it literally looked like his brain fell out of his head. Now, of course, if you live with Chiari and syringomyelia, you already know the deal and why it's like that, and the different surgeries. They say they need to make room and all this stuff, okay? Well, back then, 20 years ago, they didn't have all the information they have now. We didn't have the Chiari Walk Across America. We didn't have the research they have. We didn't have that 20 years ago. But 20 years, we have a lot more things. But the one thing that we have not been able to find is the perfect pillow. My husband had a decompressive craniectomy or craniotomy in 2005. He was diagnosed in 2002. He had his brain surgery in 2005. And they told us this surgery is not a cure. Some people may develop, may find that they are better. And some people might develop even worse symptoms. It just depends, and they gave us the rundown, and we just decided, you know what, Lord, it's in your hands. It was like a 12-hour brain surgery. I'll never forget that day. Well, after the surgery, one of the things that happened was that when they rode him out and they put him in his room, they had to put him in a room where there was a bed that had chains located onto it, so he can hold on to the chains and lift himself up, because he had brain surgery in the back of his head and the skull and the base of his skull. Of course, with time, you heal. But one of the issues that a lot of people have with that surgery is that the muscles in the neck, and because of the duroplasty, the neck is weakened. And so for the last 20 years, my husband has been living with all of the symptoms that never went away with the surgery, and the fact that now it feels like he always has to keep his head up. It's very heavy for him. And I don't think people really understand that. People will look at Joey and say, how are you feeling? And of course, Joey's always going to say, I'm good, whatever. But I know what he goes through. And one of the things he goes through is having to hold his head up and it's very painful. He's constantly just in pain, and he has to live like that every day for the rest of his life. And the nighttime is the worst for him, because on top of dealing with the neck pain and the pain from holding his head all day, he has issues with breathing. And so there's been nights where he's told me I just don't know if I'm going to wake up. That's how he feels. We trust the Lord. He has seen us through whatever happens. God is in control. The Lord is blessed, right? That's always first and foremost. I don't share this because I'm we've been living with this for a long time. He's been living with this for 20 years. But what we haven't been able to find is the perfect pillow. We have gone through pillow after pillow after pillow. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to show you what my husband uses as a pillow. Okay, so every night he sleeps with this huge ice pack. It's very big. I keep it in the freezer. So, hi buddy, you see my cat back there? So, this is that's the ice pack. But also, I didn't know I was gonna be going around the house, so there may be toys and stuff everywhere. Let me see. Okay. You see this? My husband made this. It's putty inside of a Ziploc bag. And so every night he takes his ice pack, he lays this putty down on the bed, puts the ice pack on, and tries to sleep. And he had to make that pillow because there's no other pillows that he's been able to find that help the pain in his neck and the strain that he feels. There are many entrepreneurs that I'm seeing online who have their own businesses, and I'm so excited, and I love to support people. and, give people my business. If you are someone who makes pillows or can recommend the perfect pillow, when I tell you we have tried every pillow, we have tried every cervical pillow there is, and nothing has helped. He needs something that can mold to his head, but also something that can help, because having to hold his head up all day and the strain that it puts on his neck, because it was weakened. And people would say, well, didn't it heal? It's been 20 years. There's still scar tissue there. And there are many reports of people who had surgery and they're just in massive pain and they have weakness. It's so hard for them to even hold up their neck. And that's Joey. And that's what he lives with every day. So I'm on the hunt for the perfect pillow. And that's why I did this video. So if you are someone who can recommend what he can do, please, please, please comment down below. Tag whoever you want to recommend. We will give them our business. We just want to find a pillow that will help him. And if you are someone who, can possibly help, we would be very, very grateful.